Good morning, caller.
Yes, Sandra, it's me again.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say to Johann, and I know he's an intelligent human being,
Mm-hmm.
but I just want him to understand that's the problem. The
Mm-hmm.
problem is let's keep it hushed, let's keep it quiet, let's shame people so they don't speak up and speak out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how people end up, with acid on their faces, or they're murdered, or,
Yeah.
God forbid, live in the freaking torture and the hell of it all.
Yeah.
And maybe you'd understand. And there's many, many, many people out there, many families. And if everybody wants to keep it quiet, just like rape, just any type of abuse toward another human being, that's the problem with society. And if Johann can't understand that, I feel sorry for Johann. But like I said, he's an intelligent human being. So I think he needs to think before he comments, put himself in another person's shoes, and try to understand someone else.
Yep.
And that's the problem. Again, people don't, listen. They want to speak out and speak up about some things they possibly have no idea, they don't understand.
Yeah. And I mean, it's one thing to be intelligent. I'm not saying that Johann is not intelligent, but there's a whole other concept of emotional intelligence. To understand it at that level, I think is very, very different. So although I've never been a victim of domestic violence, I sympathize and understand fully what victims go through, in part because I have the ability, as you say, to sit back and empathetically listen. I'm not jumping to my own conclusions. I'm the one sitting in court, hearing the testimony, hearing victims, hearing the details of these cases, right? Talking to victims who are like, Sandy, I put up with this for 20 years. I've had mothers call me fearful that their daughters who refuse to leave their abusers will be killed. They have sent me the photos of their daughters' faces beaten and battered, of how they've been pushed down the stairs. And the next time they're like, Sandy, my God, he is going to kill her. Can you reach out to her? How do I get through to her? How do I get her to leave this man? I don't know if anyone has ever reached out to Johann with those types of issues. Maybe they're only reaching out to him with financial services and the port and that kind of stuff. Those issues are fine, but if we cannot protect women, children, and men in our communities, does any of that other stuff matter? You could be the most successful country in the world with $1 billion, sitting in some government bank account. None of that matters if you are plagued by violence in your community. And it starts in our homes. And so every single politician that has sat back and done nothing, has never spoken out about domestic violence, I say shame on you too.
But maybe some of them are also the abusers.
Oh, we know that. That's not up for debate, honey child.
And it's from my own experience, I know how screwed up it can make a child feel. I know how a child can, go off the good and do stupid things and get involved with alcohol, get involved with drugs, just do ridiculous, stupid things because they want to hide the pain. They don't want to face the pain. They just don't want to deal with it anymore, so they run from it. And they find something, a safe haven for themselves. But people don't realize how it affects everybody in a family. It's just like cancer.
Yeah.
How it affects everybody in a family. It's not just the abuser or the abused, but of course, the abused victim is not just that one individual. And until people, like I say, open up their eyes, their ears, they speak up and they're not ashamed of it, it doesn't make you a weak person.
Yes.
To say, I'm in an uncomfortable situation or I'm being abused.
Yep.
For God's sake, people, wake up and understand everybody's life is a garden of roses. Everybody's life is just, going out and having fun and a good time. There are people being abused continuously, every single day, every moment of every day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you
I'm
so
sorry.
much. Thank you so
I'm sorry.
much, caller.
This one's got me hot today.
Yeah, no, I listen, you're coming for a place of having gone through it. And again, I often speak very, very passionate on these issues, not because I've gone through it, but because I do know a lot of people who have. So it hits differently when it's from someone such as yourself. And that's why I appreciate you and the previous caller calling in to say that this has been your experiences with this, because you speak from truly knowing. Right. And I appreciate that. And that takes a lot of courage as well.
I can honestly say too, Sandra, I forgave my father. My father was a sick man.
Mm-hmm.
He served in 3 major wars, was a prisoner of war.
Mm-hmm.
He was as a child.
Mm-hmm.
So I forgave him. People don't understand, how can you forgive? Well, I have to live with it. I don't want to live with that, festering in my life. I want my life good. I forgave. The man's dead now, but I forgave him.
Yeah. For your own self, you have to do that, right?
But it doesn't take away the pain.
Yeah.
Or the suffering. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Some powerful words there, folks. And again, I want to reiterate as much as I can that these are not things to joke about, in my opinion. It's nothing funny. It's